Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Carly and welcome to my YouTube family. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see lots more favourites videos, hauls and makeup tutorials. So today's video is going to be my October favourites. I know this video is coming a little bit later than usual, but I did want to get up a couple of makeup tutorials in the last month, so that's why this video is probably a little bit later than it should be, but better late than never, right? So I've got some really exciting products to talk about in this video, so I think we'll just jump straight in. If you'd like to see all of my favourite October beauty favourites, then please keep watching. Okay, so jumping right in, the first product I want to talk about is this product here from Smashbox. This is their Photo Finish Primerizer. This is a primer and moisturiser in one. I have absolutely fallen in love with this product. It is so hydrating on my skin. It feels absolutely amazing. It makes my foundation just sit really smoothly on top, and I've just been really loving using this one. Instead of using a different moisturiser and primer, this is just really versatile to use for both. So I've been loving this from Smashbox. Next we have a concealer, and this is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light 20. This packs quite a punch for a concealer. I mean full coverage. You only need to use the tiniest amount of product, and it covers really well under the eyes, down the center of the face when I like to highlight my skin a little bit. This has been one of my favorite concealers to use recently, and it is from the drugstore, so it's quite affordable. I believe it's like $6 US, so really affordable for a drugstore concealer, so I've been loving using this one recently. Next up we have a new powder by Maybelline. This is the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This one is in the shade Light Medium 20, and I've just been really liking to use this one for more natural makeup days when I don't want to bake under the eyes with the translucent powder to give me more of a brighter look. This is more of a natural finishing powder, so I've been really liking this one. I was never really a fan of loose powders, but this one, it's really easy to deposit the product, and then I just pick it up with either a brush or my beauty blender, and it just blends beautifully on the skin. It doesn't look dry or really powdery looking, it just blends in beautifully to the concealer and foundation. So this has been one of my favourite products to use recently, this new powder by Maybelline. For bronzer, I purchased this one recently. I just keep going back to it over the past month or so, and it is this one here by Colourpop. This is one of their new pressed bronzers. I have the shade Afternoon Delight. This packaging is so pretty, by the way. I love the silver stars on top. And here is the shade of that bronzer. It's a really nice, more warm, neutral tone bronzer, which is what I like in a bronzer, and it does remind me of the MAC Give Me Sun. So I'm really happy about this because it is a drugstore bronzer. Once again, I think it's about $8 US, so very affordable. I've been using this on more of a day-to-day basis when I'm doing more natural makeup looks, or when I'm just going out to the shops or something. I don't want to use my more expensive products. I've been using this one constantly, so I've been loving this. It's a very smooth finishing powder. It just feels so creamy to touch, and it's really pigmented as well. And I find you can blend up the colour beautifully. It doesn't look patchy on the skin at all, so I've been loving this bronzer by Colourpop. Next up we have a new blush from A Dose of Colours. This was released in their Mint collection recently, and this one is Blush Like You Mint It. It's in the shade Mint For You. Once again, the packaging on this is so stunning. I love anything mint green. It's one of my favourite colours. And inside is this beautiful peachy pink tone blush with some shimmer. It doesn't really come up on the skin as too shimmery though, so it's just a really subtle amount of sheen, which I really like for more natural makeup looks and everyday makeup wear for a blush. So I've been using this one constantly, paired with the Colourpop bronzer and the highlighter that I'm about to mention. Those have just been my three go-to face products. I've just love the colour of this. Peachy pink tone blushes are definitely my favourite tones of blushes. I just find they complement all different eye looks and all different lip colours. They're just very universal to use. And I really love this intricate pattern that they've got in this. It just looks really pretty. So I've been loving this blush from Dose of Colours. And the highlighter I'm talking about is this one here from Maybelline. This is the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. This has been absolutely raved about all over social media, and for good reason. It is such an amazing drugstore highlighter. I think I mentioned in my haul video when I picked this one up that this is definitely the best drugstore highlighter I've ever used. It's just such beautiful pigment. The colour is amazing. It's such a smooth, blendable formula. It's very intense, and it's not glittery or chunky, which is very unusual for drugstore highlighters. I've never found them to be that good. They just don't have the pigment, or they're too sparkly, and they've just never really worked for me. This one is a game changer for the drugstore in terms of highlighters. This one is just insane. So you can see it has this beautiful pattern on it, and it is so unbelievably smooth and creamy. And see that pigment there? It is just intense for a drugstore highlight. It is unbelievable. It's very comparable to the MAC Oh Darling highlight. So once again, a drugstore version is always amazing because it's so much less affordable, and I can use this on a day-to-day basis and not use too much of my more expensive products. So this highlighter has been my go-to recently. I've been loving it the past month or so. Okay, moving on to some eye products. First of all, I have a couple of eyeshadow palettes to show you. First of all, we have this one by Colourpop. This is the Yes Please palette. This packaging is so beautiful. I love neon yellow. I just think it looks really cool. So this is the packaging of this eyeshadow palette, which is really pretty. And then inside it has Cute AF on the front, which is a nice little slogan to have on front of this palette. And these are the shades. If this is not every warm girl's dream colors of eyeshadow, I don't know what is. This palette is just incredible. The colors are so pigmented, like crazy, crazy pigmented. This palette, I believe, was about $12. So once again, Colourpop has amazing quality products for the price. They're really affordable. I am wearing a few of these shades on my eyes today. I used this brown here in the crease. Then I went in with this more red brick shade through the crease as well. And I have this dark kind of chocolatey brown just in the outer corners of the eyes. And these eyeshadows are pigmented. They blend out really well. You hardly need to use any product. They don't have a lot of fallout at all as well, which is really good. And I did also use this bright gold here on my lid, and it just looks beautiful. It's like a foiled eyeshadow. The pigmentation is amazing, so I've been loving this palette from Colourpop. And there are some swatches of that palette. You can see how intense pigmented they are, and the formula is so creamy and so blendable. So if you haven't tried any Colourpop eyeshadows, I highly recommend trying them out. And another eyeshadow palette I've been loving throughout the month of October since I purchased it is this one here. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill collaboration eyeshadow palette. Everyone raves about this, and it is a really beautiful palette, so I had to include it in my monthly favorites. And so these are all the shades. I just love the combination of more neutral, warmer tones, and then there's some deeper smoky eye colors. There's some beautiful vibrant shades over here. It's just such a complete palette. You can do so many different looks with this. It's the kind of palette you would take away traveling and not really need anything else, so I've been loving this one. I did use this palette in my previous tutorial, and I have been using it quite a lot since I purchased it a month or so ago, so I just love this palette. The eyeshadows are unbelievably pigmented, just like Colourpop. Morphe is a really affordable brand, and I just find the quality of the products is so amazing for the price. So these eyeshadows are extremely pigmented, very creamy, very blendable, and I don't hardly get any fallout as well, so just been loving using this palette as well. And those are some swatches from that palette as well. We can see the intense pigmentation. I have some shimmery shadows and some matte shadows, and they are both just as pigmented as each other, so the shimmers do look like foiled eyeshadows as well. So both Colourpop and Morphe, the formulas of their shadows are incredible for the price, so highly recommend trying out Morphe shadows as well. Next up is a pigment, and this is from Dose of Colours from the Mint collection as well. This is in the colour Mint to Be. This is one of their Eyedeal duos. So in this you get two products. You get a cream base eyeshadow on the top here, which is a really, really beautiful colour to use for the eye base. And then you also get a eyeshadow pigment that comes in the bottom here. I did use this in my previous mint green eyeshadow makeup look, so you can check that out if you want to see how it looks on the eyes, but it is such a beautiful shade, and I really love these Eyedeal duos by Dose of Colours. It's just so easy to use with the cream eyeshadow first, and then you put the pigment on top. I got zero fallout when I used these two, and they're just incredible. The formula's amazing, the colours are amazing. I have a few other shades, and I just love these pigments. So I've been wearing this one a few times since I purchased it. I just love little pops of colour. I'll either use it all over the lid like I did in my tutorial, I use it in the inner corner for a pop of colour, or even just underneath the lower lash line. So I've just been loving this product by Dose of Colours. And by Morphe, I also have two of their pressed pigments here. These are just the most incredible pressed pigments I think I've tried in quite a long time. They are so incredibly beautiful. First of all, I have the shade Rodeo Drive, and this is such a beautiful peachy rose gold shade. I did use this in a previous video. I believe it was my summer glowing skin makeup, and it's such a beautiful shade. I like to just blend it all over the eyelid with a little bit of a warm brown tone in the crease, and you're set. Like, this is the most amazing pressed pigment shade, and I can see myself wearing this constantly throughout summer here in Australia. And the second colour I have is called High Class, which is such a beautiful bronze gold colour. It's just so amazing. The formula of these is incredible. They are so creamy. Like, I'm digging my finger in there and there's hardly any kickback of shadow, and look at the pigmentation. Amazing. And these don't produce any fallout at all, which I was so surprised about, because usually pressed pigments can have quite a lot of fallout. This one didn't have any. So not only is the pigmentation amazing, they sit really well on the eyes and they don't have any fallout, so you definitely can't go wrong with these. And they are really cheap as well. I believe they're about $7 or $8 each. So once again, Morphe producing the goods with really quality products for a great affordable price. Now for some lip products. I have purchased quite a few new lip products recently that you would have seen in my makeup hauls. If you did see those previously, I did a drugstore and a high-end makeup haul, and I've just been loving a few of the lip products that I did get in those hauls. I've used a couple of them in videos since those hauls that I did, and I've just been wearing them on a day-to-day basis, so I had to mention quite a few of them in this video today. First of all, the lip combo I'm wearing today is this liquid lipstick here by Maybelline. This is one of the Super Stay Matte Ink liquid lipsticks. This one is in the number 05 Loyalist. This is just such a beautiful soft nude pink tone. I really love the formula of this. It's quite a thick creamy consistency, so it stays on the lip really well. It doesn't dry down too matte, so it doesn't feel really dry or cracked on the lips or anything. And it does smell really nice as well. It smells like, oh my god, smells like lollies. I can't picture what kind of lolly I'm thinking of, but it just smells amazing. So it makes me want to eat lollies, which isn't probably the best thing, but it just smells amazing. It feels amazing on the lips, and I've just been loving this one. I need to get a few more shades in Maybelline Super Matte Ink liquid lipsticks. And over the top, I'm wearing this Too Faced Melted Latex liquid lipstick. This one is in the shade Hopeless Romantic. I did use this in my previous video, and this has been my go-to gloss product recently. It has such a beautiful peachy pink tone color to it, and the formula of this is really nice. It's quite a thick creamy lip gloss, but it doesn't feel sticky. It just feels really smooth on the lips. It just adds a nice bit of shine to it. So these two paired together I've been really loving, and there's another nude shade that I've been wearing with this one as well that I just really love together. So this has been my nude go-to combo quite recently throughout the month of October. And then the next one here I did use in my previous video. This is one of the NARS Power Matte liquid lipsticks, and the packaging of this is so incredibly beautiful. This one is in the shade Get It On, which is just a beautiful nude. It's like a peachy brown tone, so it's not as pink as the colour I'm wearing today. So if I want more of that nude brown tone, I'll go for this one, and I'll pair it with the Too Faced Melted Latex Gloss over the top as well. So these have been my go-to lip colours recently. I love the formulas of all of them. They're really creamy. They stay on the lips really well. They dry down, but they don't feel too matte or too dry at all. So I've been loving these liquid lipsticks. And the last one here is this stunning red shade. This is from Colourpop, collaborating with iluvsarahii on YouTube. And I just absolutely love this shade. It's called Arriba. So it's just the most beautiful, intense, bright red colour. I'm definitely going to be wearing this on Christmas Day. I have a red dress to wear, so this is going to match perfectly with that. But I love Colourpop's formula of the ultra matte lips. They just feel so amazing on the lips. They don't feel too dry once again. Very lightweight formula. It's a lot less thick and creamy than some of the other ones I just mentioned. It's a very lightweight formula, and it just feels like I don't have anything on my lips. It just stays on really well. You could pretty much eat and drink all day and it's not going to come off. So I love this red shade by Colourpop and iluvsarahii. So those are all of my favourite beauty products for the month of October. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for more videos to come very shortly. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.